9 months after agreeing to destroy its chemical weapons program, Syria has handed over the last of its declared chemical weapons material for destruction. The move marks a milestone in international efforts to eliminate the country's stockpile, but it does not come in time to meet a deadline for full destruction. Liling joins us from the United Nations in New York with the latest.
Yes, Mike, after several delays that saw Syria missing some of its deadlines, Syria has handed over the remainder of its chemical weapons stockpile. That's the last 8% of some 1,300 metric tons of chemical weapons that it had declared to the OPCW. Syria on Monday handed over the remaining 100 metric tons of toxic chemicals nearly 2 months after an April 27 deadline. The Syrian government said clashes with rebel fighters had made the materials inaccessible until now.
A major landmark in this mission has been reached today. The last of the remaining chemicals identified for removal from Syria were loaded this afternoon aboard Danish ship Ark Futura.
The highly toxic chemicals, including mustard gas and sarin, are headed to an Italian port where they will be transferred to the U.S. cargo vessel Cape Ray.
Large bulk will go priority 1 chemicals aboard the U.S. vessel, which is specifically fitted out for that purpose. It will be destroyed aboard the ship by method of hydrolysis. Other chemicals, select ones, will go to the U.K., to Germany. Priority 2 chemicals have been transloaded already. They will actually go to Finland and for onward destruction in the US.
The process will take 2 months, which means the June 30th deadline for full destruction of Syria's declared chemical weapons will be missed. But this comes as no surprise following several delays and accusations of foot dragging by Syria. In confirming Monday's milestone, Sigrid Kaag also emphasized that significant progress had been made toward destroying the bulk of Syria's chemical weapons program, including equipment and storage sites, production facilities, and mobile labs. And still pending are 12 production sites slated for destruction, a process that Sigrid Kaag said is scheduled to begin within 3 months. Mike?
This, though, doesn't really mark the end of Syria's chemical weapons stockpile, though, does it? I mean, there's still the question of its alleged use of chlorine gas as well, isn't it?
That's correct, Mike. It does not mark the end, and certainly Syria is not out of the clear by any means. 2 key questions remain. Firstly, what about the chemical weapons that Syria has not declared to the OPCW and the international community, weapons that are unknown and as yet unaccounted for? And also, chlorine gas, as you mentioned, that is an issue. There have been reports of systemic use of chlorine-like materials against rebel groups by the Syrian government, and the OPCW said it is continuing to investigate that. Mike?
Liling live for us in New York. Thank you.